Right, let's review then, shall we? Before leaving. Yes. Grind is dead. Cut down by the armored fiend. Who I think might be... Oh, what's his name? I was looking at the voice actors and I was thinking he sounds a bit like the guy who does Captain Gantu, is that his name? In Lilo and Stitch. And now I lost his name again. Anyways. Met a strange man on the road on the friendly arm inn. Oh, that would be our friend, the wizard, Elminster, probably. Someone tried to kill me at the arm inn, yep. And did kill me, but that was a different timeline. I said I wasn't gonna save Scum, but I'm also not gonna, like, permadeath it. I'm not playing rogue here. Let's see. Villagers speak of bandits who made roads unsafe to travel. According to dwarven cleric, a rogue ogre with a belt fetish. Oh yeah. Just south of the friendly Armin. Landrin, yes, that's the person who wants us to check out the house. Oh, there it is, the name of the voice actor I was thinking of, Kevin Michael Richardson. Crazy prolific, been in tons of shit, from Goro in Mortal Kombat to Martian Manhunter to, well, Captain Gantu. I remember Lilo and Stitch, it was a fun movie. Let's see. Iron trade has slowed down. Yes. Iron continues to be scarce. So basically we have two main issues. I need to go to Nashkel because that's where we'll meet the mayor that Jahira and Khalid told me about. And we also need to check out that iron shortage. So on the way we might as well see if we can find that ogre. Let me have a quick look at. I have 137 gold. I think an identification is within that range. So I'll head in here a quick.
You are welcome here in Garl Glittergold.
Oh, Carl Glittergold is a gnomish deity. He pissed off the kobold. What was the kobold deity? Ah. Let's see. What sort of cures? So this is one way to. If you don't want to rest and take time, you can quickly heal. Do you have a remove curse? That's good, but you don't have identify. Actually, you do have identify. So, what do I have? Did I? Is it this dagger? Doesn't seem like it. Didn't I have a magic dagger? Not there. Oh, she has it equipped. Okay. Hey. Identify. Dagger. Identify. It is a Dagger +1. And +1
You're a queer fellow.
is pretty good. I'm gonna give that to you. It's good that you do have the option of a short bow. I should actually get a long bow soonish. But either way, I'm going to fuck. I'll do the roleplay friendly thing, and I'm gonna head to head south. By the way, I'm looking at this screen, and I realized that it is in widescreen, which probably isn't correct. I believe this game was not made for widescreen, but I can't for the life of me figure out how I'll force it to 4:3. So things will just have to look a little squishy. I'm looking at this map. There's a lot to explore, but I'm not going to right now. I'm going to, because currently I'm role-playing the character who is eager to... Actually, can I change the order of the party? Because I don't particularly like that Imoen is going first, so... bit more to my liking. And south. So directly south there was supposed to be that ogre. And do a quick exploration trip to this side of the map. This side of the instance, I suppose you could call it. Because like this isn't a... I'm sure you've noticed by now, but there are loads of screens between different areas. It's not one continuous world. It doesn't have to be. In fact, I think the world would feel smaller if they tried to fit everything on a single screen. Well, no ogre there. Gibberlings over there. I set everyone to attack. Have you go around. Oh, what? Wolf over there.
Nature's as good as done.
Yep. This way.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
Yes, oh omnipotent. For the group.
What now? A simple task.
I can't.
Alright, that's the voice I gave my guy. Forgot.
I'm gone.
You've a task.
Oof.
You're an
Zaheda is not
nevertheless.
the tank of the group.
Nature's servant away.
There we go. Wolf
Yes, oh
is stronger than the Gibberling. That's an antidote. You have healing potions. You should drink one. I'll grab these. Could you do with a Warhammer or a Morning Star? Let's see, you're a druid. Can you use this? You can. Oh. Or a fighter druid. Oh well. History of the Faithful Coven. Actual readable books, not quite to the extent of something like Daggerfall, but it's pretty good. You can grab this staff of me as well. So one thing I don't like about these old D&D games is that you have this limited carrying space in addition to your carrying capacity. I think you should just be able to carry as many things as you actually can carry. So let's see. You have a long sword, which isn't bad. It's 1d8, slashing, one-handed, speed factor 5. Then we have 2d4, speed factor 7 I believe is slower. 1d4 plus 1. So I would actually say you should probably equip that. You can have this as a sidearm. Yeah, pretty good. Should I take a potion? Probably. It always feels like a waste when it's like, it's 9 hit point, I'm missing 5. But I did. Role-playing. Trying to play the guy who actually cares about not dying. Like, he's smart enough to realize that he is no use dead. That sounds like someone driving past my window. Kinda needed to have the window open right now.
Time for a bit of a rough and tumble.
What you want? I've done had enough of this.
Can I help you?
Where to, man?
You have needed. I'll do my best.
Yep, I've done had enough of this. My blade will cut you down to size.
So I don't rightly know how to backstab is the thing.
Yes.
Oh well.
What, man? A simple task.
Like, the rogue in 5th edition has his whole sneak attack system, which basically means you need to either have an ally next to the enemy or you need to have advantage on the enemy or both. If you're playing with the flanking rules, it's really easy to get advantage. Also, if you have, say, a caster with fairy fire, it's a good way to get advantage. But advantage isn't a thing in 2nd edition. Oh, well, no ogre there. I don't actually know how sneak attack works here, or like backstab, because like the name sneak attack in 5th edition is actually a really poor term for it. It really isn't a sneak attack, it's just taking advantage of a situation, I suppose. I know, or how was it? I didn't play much of 4th edition, but I believe that in that it was actually about being behind the enemy. 4th edition was very much a combat game, which is probably why it's not very popular, because it put so much focus on combat that there wasn't much left for anything else. And one of the things it did was, I believe, make the sneak attack be about positioning. The backstab, I should call it. Fuck, I'm getting confused. I actually read a very good summary recently.
He will smash your face.
Okay, so there it is.
This way.
So let's fight
I can,
smart.
but try.
Critical miss.
You're a
Nature
queer
for
fellow.
the group.
Let's see. Let's just get here. Bless. Oh, she has to bless a single. Ooh, crit.
You've a task?
Sick.
I can
Khaled.
try.
DJ Khaled. That looks like it's just a morning star like the one he's wielding. Yeah. So I'm not gonna bother with it. But this is a girdle that is somehow magical. And this is another girdle. Did I press the same thing? Yeah. So, question is,
Of course.
yeah, I'm gonna head back. I was gonna ask myself whether it's a good idea to travel back to the friendly arm or not. Let's see.
Nature for the group.
It's pretty good having two frontline fighters.
I've done had enough of this.
Yes. Of course.
Early game at least. Second edition was very much the time of fighters dominating early game and casters dominating late game, which was a design decision. Like, it wasn't a mistake as such, but it might have left some players, like take someone like me. I don't usually play casters. I usually prefer something more martial.
Simple task.
And on the when I play a martial class, I don't want to be useless by the end of the adventure. And while I suppose it was pretty rare to be actually like useless, it was pretty common to be massively outranked by the group's casters, especially the wizard. Isn't that a meme, by the way? Especially the wizard. Just that phrase should tell you one or two things about what wizards are. Everyone, I feel like everyone who plays D&D has a love-hate relationship with the wizard.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
That's a classic voice line. And we're to talk with. Was he on the second floor, I think?
A simple task.
Was it you? No. You. Yeah.
Cannot get better than the stability stone walls provide.
You have need of. I can, but try.
Thanks for getting the bag. Here's 95 and a new history book. And a good deal of XP, which is probably the biggest reward. History of Tethid. Oh, this is quite long. Civil Wars. A major dispute, few hundred years or so. Recurring cycle. 10 years ago. Carnival from Tethir. Alemander? The fourth. Social. Tethir, Alemander, Nashaman, Tethir, Sharbonath. Want to direct assault. I don't think this matters to the plot of the game, but it's nice to have. It builds the world. I see them. And we still have one of the belts, which means that with the gold we received, we can go and identify that belt, see if it does anything good. And we also can do is we can head over to good old Bentley over here and see if he's willing to buy this. We had a oh yeah, it was a flame dance ring. I don't remember if those actually can be used, so I'm not gonna sell that. That's why I have that. See, I want to sell the Warhammer. I don't think I'll be using a Warhammer, so I might as well. Kind of a shame, but then again, it's not the, like, I think Warhammers are cool, but when I think of a Warhammer, I think of a...
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
You must gather your party before I can't even do it. When I think of a Warhammer, I think of the actual Warhammers, like, they're like pickaxes almost on one side. Because, like, real Warhammers were cool, but like the big dumb lump brick on a stick, I've never liked that. Curious, let's see, you had the belt, right? Sorry? Remove curse. Why? Is the belt cursed? Sure is. Oh! So this is the, yeah. You put this on, and if you're a dude, you become a lady. And if you're a lady, you become a dude. Oh well. I don't think I'll have any use for it, but it's a fun item to have. Kind of raises an interesting question, because there was a bit of controversy, I suppose you could call it, surrounding a character that was in one of the... Because like when Beamdog released the Enhanced Edition, they also added... Like there was new DLC made for this game, and one of the characters added is I fucking forget. I don't remember all the details. I think it was a trans woman who made like the issue people were having was that the character was basically introducing themselves as, "Hey, I'm trans," which felt odd to people, and my biggest concern concerning that came from something like this. Like in this world, there's a magic item that turns you that like better than any sex change operation ever could, just straight up turns your body into the other sex. So it's kind of weird for a person to be trans in this world, I suppose, or weird for them to make a big deal of it. Because, like, that girdle is expensive, but even for a non-adventure, it should be possible to get a hold of one with enough work. Maybe not, I don't know. I wasn't really that much into the controversy. Gibberlings. I frankly didn't really bother because, well, first of all, I hadn't actually beaten the main game. Second of all, so I wasn't gonna play a DLC before playing it. And either way, I had found that the characters I knew were added by Beamdog into the main game were the ones I liked the least, so I wasn't really interested in a expansion written entirely by them. Oh yeah, you got the errors. Some coin. I suppose they were robbing people along the way. There's a lot of stuff over there. Roleplay. We're going... We have urgency. Unless we have a quest to go somewhere, we're not going to. We're going to be on the lookout for bandits, though. That's... I'll say that. Like, my role play for this character is that if someone asks for help, he usually wants to help. And... sorry, I'm looking... Because now that I've realized that the aspect ratio is wrong, it's slightly bothering me. But honestly, it's not going to affect the gameplay a whole lot. It's just going to make everyone a bit thicker. Hey.
You funny looking.
Don't you be getting any closer. I'll have Mom come and give you the belt. Relax, kid. I don't want to hurt you. Oh, sure. That's what that other group of bandits said. They attacked a caravan and I just saw leave. They were a bunch of liars, just like you. Get lost.
Yes. Of course. Yeah.
So there were bandits attacking a caravan over here. The members of this caravan met a violent death. There's no evidence to suggest... While there is no evidence to suggest it, you would surmise that bandits must be responsible. Well, the evidence would be a testimony, I suppose, but
What now? A simple task.
nothing. Bit of gold, might as well take it. It's not gonna help anyone who's dead. That's in line with the character I'm imagining. I'm just gonna have a little walk around. See if I can't find any bandits. No, doesn't seem to be any bandits around here. Suppose we might run into them later. I frankly don't remember. And that's just as well, because